Hello friends, this video is in continuation to my earlier video, that is Investment Avenues Part 2. This video is primarily for my MBA students who are going to join their professional life very soon. So let us start. So whenever we start with our new professional life, we have in a dilemma that where to invest, how to invest. So we have number of questions in our mind. So let me put in this way that whenever you are going to invest, you should have certain things in your mind, and the most important one is investment purpose. Now there can broadly be three purposes of investment. Number one, it can be wealth creation. Number two, it can be wealth protection. And number three, liquidity. So for what is your main purpose of investment, that should be very much clear to you. Secondly, those who are going to join the jobs very soon or will be entering into their working life, the first thing that haunts them is that salary has started coming in and how to save the tax. So tax saving can be a major purpose of their investment avenues. And third can be the entertainment and recreation purpose. I have seen many students discussing with me that, ma'am, I want to go for a Europe trip, or I want to go to far-flung areas and I want money for the same. So that can be another purpose of your investment. So in this video, I will be discussing with you, giving you certain tips also, that what is your purpose and what product you should invest in. So accordingly, keeping into mind your purpose, you should select your product. Let us understand, if the purpose is wealth creation, that means you want to create more of the wealth. You have some money with you and you want to create more of it. So equity market products, for example, equity shares, equity mutual funds, equity linked saving schemes, bonds, etc., they are some of the wealth creation avenues that can help you a lot. On the other, if you want to go for wealth protection avenues, where you want to protect the wealth, so over the years it has been seen that gold and fixed deposits, they have been acted well as the wealth protection avenues. They have been able to protect the wealth of the people over the years. And third is liquidity avenues. One way of keeping liquidity is cash. Another can be, you can keep that cash into bank. Keeping cash at home can be risky at times, so another way is to keep it into a bank. And another way is liquid mutual funds. That is a beautiful investment avenue that has been not of very old origin, and you can invest in liquid mutual funds wherein you can enjoy the benefit of liquidity, as well as you can try to have increased your money as well. Second, we have discussed the tax saving purpose. Public Provident Fund can be a great proposition for tax saving purpose. I would recommend all my MBA students that the moment you have started doing your job or you have entered into your professional life or working life, you should have your Public Provident Fund account, PPF account. Open your PPF account and start putting money into it, because PPF is a beautiful proposition which comes under triple E category. Now what is triple E category? Exempt, 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 meaning thereby that when you will invest the money in PPF, you are exempted from tax. The interest that will be earned on the amount, that is also tax exempt, and the amount that you will withdraw after the completion of the 15 years, even then the amount is tax free. So that is the beauty of PPF account. So that is my first recommendation. Second is equity linked saving schemes, that is through systematic investment plan. Instead of lump sum amount, this is again my recommendation for my MBA students, that once you have started your working life, start the SIP, systematic investment plan, in a very early manner. And third can be NSS, right? And for those who wanted to have the dreams of roaming around and to enjoy life and to go to a Europe trip or somewhere else, the best way is to invest into the equity market. Now, the second question that generally comes into the mind of the students is that if equity market, how much to invest in equity market? So, general rule of thumb is that 100 minus your age to be invested in the equity market. So you count your age, deduct it from 100, and the balance which you get, that is your investment in the equity market. For example, if you are of age 30, so a general rule is that 100 minus 30, that means at the age of 30 your portfolio should be 70% equity, and rest 30% you can diversify into fixed deposit or debt or some debt instruments or somewhere else, or you can keep some of the amount into liquid as well. So I hope this particular video would be of great help to some of my students who are going to enter the professional life very soon. And I will try to upload more videos so that you can enjoy your professional life with the ease of investment. Thank you very much.